two quarterbacks back there. Akey a threat to run. Lets it go complete. Right back to Brooks Sullivan. Touchdown! Broncos! What a catch by Jalen Nelson.
Oh, this was beautiful as well because you had the motion. It made the defense hesitate. There was a slight little miscommunication. So you see the defense right here. They're looking unset right now, but all you're going to do is you're going to get this motion. The defender is behind and ends up being a beautiful pass.
Reynolds to the near side. And there she is on the move across the middle of the field and picks up the first down. Producers in the tournament this weekend. And here she comes towards Beckett, takes her time, and touchdown on the other side to Caitlin Reynolds.
Great play design, and the defense again, just a miscommunication. They ended up having two defenders on Mia Armijo in that situation. So you're going to want to look over here. You're going to end up with two on the center here, but Caitlin Reynolds comes all the way across the field, and she's just left on her own.
On a little clearing route. Crosser's tough.
Texans take the lead on the conversion on the point after. Have a two quarterback system with Akey in the backfield and alongside Cabral. That one tipped and it falls incomplete. That leaves third in midfield.
One of the best, especially as a two-way player. I mean, I'd say she's one of the best when you're looking at youth flag football across the world, to be honest.
Look at Akey shaking and baking, trying to find some space, and now a spin move. She is smothered, and now she's not.
Oh.
And down the sideline to make something out of nothing.
But this is what's so important, right? Remember, when we are the first person to receive the ball, you're the quarterback. It's handed off immediately. What this means is that 7-second clock is no longer available. And you can see Landry Smith, this is so hard to be able to stay on top of it. And then it's the angle. You got to go to where she's going, not where she is.
Okay, I was counting right there. That was about 20 seconds. Okay, I was counting. And I know we didn't have a counter on that, but okay, now defense gassed, tired. We're chasing around for about 20 seconds. Let's see if they can step up at the Texans defense. And
cracking the possession, third and goal for the Broncos. Akey goes in zone. Oh, incomplete. On fourth and midfield. This is a massive play if they don't get it. But they do. Complete just past midfield to pick up the first down. Reynolds bottom of the formation near the sideline. And Emery Beckett looking that way, fires, batted away in the end zone. Great defensive play by the Broncos.
Why I felt the timeout was crucial for the Broncos, it lets your pass rush rest. And until I could tell coming down the field, start to get gassed a little bit. Here she comes, full speed. Beckett just knows she has to get rid of it quick.
And Jalen Cabral with the pass breakup in the end zone.
That's picture perfect defensive technique, right? Left arm, right there through. Beautiful play. Great players out there on the field today.
Easier said than done when Emery Beckett is the one slinging the ball around. And this time goes deep. What a catch! It's Caitlin Reynolds, a superstar, and a first down for the Texans.
Climbing the ladder, Caitlin Reynolds over two defenders, Phoebe.
Oh my goodness, watch this, girl. So you've got deep here, so you're gonna watch as she puts her foot in the ground and bam, you have the exact timing from Emery Beckett to release that ball. It doesn't matter who she's against, she goes up and climbs the ladder for that.
And it was a very long play and slow developing with the pass back. And now Emery Beckett goes to the end zone again. Caught! Touchdown! Texans! Mia Armijo on the receiving end.
Touchdown! Tries for one.
You are watching players who are playing the wide receiver position in football at a very high level today on this field. Reynolds, that's Armijo. What a catch. Up, over, and the throw, perfect place. She got both feet down. That's an NFL catch. That's good there.
To the back of the end zone for the score to Zara Hill. You have 4 downs to get it to midfield. They fake the end around, and Aki going to midfield and incomplete. She had 2 sacks in bracket play to lead all players. Comes after Beckett, who gets it away for the first down. And a hip tip to spring free. Touchdown, Mia Armijo. 34-yard catch and run.
There's so much going on. You've got crossers everywhere.
Tries for 1.
And the center, Armijo, because ultimately she's going to end up here, but you're going to cross. The defenders run into each other as well here. So into each other, and it just opens it up in that little whoop. You know, the sound effects make you go faster.
I see you, Mia.
Ready? Whoop.
Oh.
Incredible.
They'll go for 1. Try to take a commanding lead, and Mia at the goal line gets it over. It's a 21-6 lead with a running clock.
Then Reynolds steps up.
Aki to midfield, intercepted by Caitlin Reynolds. 2 snaps to find the end zone. And they'll run with it, and marked out of bounds. Take a knee, take it to the house. And the Texans 1 win away from a repeat. They've won 2 of the last 3 championships here at NFL Flag.